Welcome to Chair Yoga. Today we're going to learn a little bit about the breath in yoga. So why is the breath so important? It's that one fundamental of human life. We all do it, but sometimes we don't do it well. The beautiful thing about yoga is it really brings us into that awareness of the breath and being in the body. Now, if you're anything like me at various times of my life, especially dealing with chronic pain and illness, quite often I've lived in the space above my shoulders because it's too difficult to be in the body, especially when it's in a lot of pain. But the result of that is we're not aware of that beautiful fundamental breath. And so quite often we're just doing these really shallow sips of breath into the chest and not getting the full benefit. We're not oxygenating the blood and supplying that oxygen to all the organs, including the brain. So how do we go about arriving in the body and finding that breath? Very gently, especially if this is a practice you're not used to. Now in yoga we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Again, another reason this is so is it helps to regulate, control the breathing. The reason we want to do that is we want to slow the breath down, to become really mindful and aware of it. In particular, as we begin to get skilled with the breath, when we slow that breath down, especially on the exhale, what we're doing is saying to the body, it's time to relax. No need to fight or flight or freeze. It's time to rest and digest, time to relax. So to do this practice, you might just like to place your hands on your belly. We're starting seated in our chair, our feet nice and grounded on the mat, ankles underneath the knees. We're sitting forward a little bit on the chair. The reason I want you to do that is to start bringing an awareness into the tummy. And also we're getting a sense of that length through the spine. So on an inhale, just lift the shoulders up and gently roll the shoulders back. Beautiful. So we're going to start, and again you can just start with your lips gently parted, almost as if you're playing a flute. So as we inhale, we want to bring our focus down to the tummy, expanding the tummy. Exhaling, letting the tummy move back towards the spine. And just flowing with the rhythm of your own breath. So don't force it to start, especially if you're trying to strengthen your breath. Maybe you're living with a lung condition or an illness that somehow affects your breathing. Maybe you're just dealing with a little bit of stress and anxiety, and it's really hard to shift that shallow breath down from the chest. Whatever place you're at, just finding that real softness towards yourself, keeping the shoulders relaxed, the spine nice and long. And if you're having any difficulty with this, I advise you to just try practicing, maybe lying down on your back on the bed. It's a lot easier to find that deep breath, that almost sigh deep in the tummy as we're breathing in and out. If you've ever watched a baby breathe, you'll notice that quite naturally they'll inhale and their tummy will expand. Exhale, the tummy will move back. But as we get older and more stressed and worried about things, we tend to start losing that beautiful breath. So just keep practicing that breath for yourself and let me know how it goes. Namaste.